Hi Leo, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This, Leo, is your Tree of Life love reading for the month of March. I'm going to draw 6 cards, each corresponding to a different aspect of your love experience in the month of March, okay? I've already shuffled and meditated. I'll do a little bit more of that on camera and then we will get started. Okay, Leo. These are your clarifying cards. Now, on these readings, we don't look at the bottom of the deck because it's not necessary. Because this card in this position represents your overall energy or focus or karmic experience for the month of March, okay? So let's have a look at that, shall we? And it's come out with its own clarifier. So your overall energy or focus for this month, whoa, nice, is the Knight of Cups, my darlings, okay? So this potentially could be a water sign, a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, okay? It is Pisces season as well, don't forget. But this energy, the Knight of Cups, is really about our emotions and our romantic feelings, potentially sharing those with somebody else, going out, actively taking action. I don't know why I can. Anyway, taking action on our emotions, on our feelings. So that could be I love you, it could be I'm sorry, or I'm interested in you, or I'm upset with you. It could be anything like that. The Knight of Cups is active, it's masculine energy, so he's moving, doing something with the cup that we are holding, so with my emotions and with how I'm feeling. So let's have a look at the clarifying card for this. We've got the 8 of Cups. Interesting. So for some of us, this could be, so this is a number 8, so it's about, number 8 is about karma, it's about karmic cycles, it's about being in a cycle, in this instance an emotional cycle. So this is you being in an emotional cycle that you want to end. So it could have been emotionally heavy energy. You could have been, for example, there's lots of different examples, but it could be that you're you're hung up on somebody, you've not got over somebody, for example. You want to confront a lover, for example, to get rid of this, to end this cycle that you've, where's that? Oh, it's there. To end this cycle, you might want to go out and find somebody else and ask somebody else out in order to end this cycle. So it's saying, this is what it's saying for you guys, is that your overall focus this month is about overcoming emotional sadness, or a way of being emotionally, a way of feeling that's been might have been ongoing. You're ready to change that, and that's really, really positive. You're moving on, literally, and you've got your own transport to take you there. Okay, the next card we've got is what or who you could encounter or experience in the month of March, and that is the Moon card. So it could be a Pisces, actually. This is the Moon card, that's Pisces card. I'm going to do dedicated post on my Instagram and Facebook. I'll do a dedicated post, but I'll probably also do a video as well about the moon card and about Pisces season. Okay, so keep an eye out on the astrology or my key wisdom playlists, and if you want more information. But this could, so if it's a who, it could be a Pisces or a Cancer. Wait a second. Oh, my neck. Yeah. Or if it's a what you could encounter this month, it could suggest the unknown. So it's like, obviously, we don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. There's about your intuition, though. I feel like this is also saying you need to follow your intuition. It's about, the Pisces season is about deep emotions. And when we say deep emotions, we mean things that you might have been carrying around for a long, long time. If you believe in past lives, it's like you've been carrying them around for many, many past lives, some of these things. And maybe that's why for some of you, you'll go so far in a relationship. I mean, no. You'll let yourself, emotionally and spiritually, be open so far, and crossing that threshold. And you know what I mean by that. We've all had relationships. We all know. You know who you are, and you know what you let your partners see, your friends see, your family see of you. And there's only, it's the thing is, for Leo, is you're strong. I tell you, my mum is a Leo, my brother's a Leo, and my mum is the best mum in the world. I mean, yeah, you would say that, but she is, okay? But she's fabulous, and she's such a strong person. I mean, your card is a strength card, so you're very strong. But really, you go through a lot of challenges in your life a lot of responsibility and things that you keep to yourself in order to be strong for other people. And so you know what I'm talking about when I say about that threshold, that threshold. And I think that you've not up until now maybe been willing to open that door, or to step over that threshold and to let yourself go all the way, if you will, emotionally. And so it's confusing for us. Not necessarily confusing, but we don't know what to expect. And I feel like this is you saying, I'm going to cross that threshold now. I'm going to be that open now. And as an individual what I mean by that. We all have friends. We all have family. We've all had partners and relationships. We've all done it. Well, not all, but, many people watching probably have. And when you get to that age, where you're like, yeah, I've never really done that. I've never really been that vulnerable. I've never let myself. I don't want, you know what I mean. So I'm not going to labour the point, but it might be something that you overcome this month, basically. Okay, this is your perspective, or your past, where you're coming from, basically. And we've got the 5 of Wands. Unsurprising. This is linked to that. Unsurprising, isn't it? The 5 of Wands is number 5 is about change. The wand energy is our urges, our motivations, the energy that we expend in life, the energy that we have to keep going, to keep doing. Now, the 4 of Wands is about our stability. It's about understanding who we are, having that stability. That's why we call it the marriage card. And this is saying, this is what the number 5 of Wands is like, this is, you have the things that you want. And now the universe is going to challenge you and give you what you want. Or you say you know what you want. You say you're ready for this. You say you're ready to open up, to cross that threshold, to leave behind that emotional sort of restriction that you may have felt, and to overcome that, and to really share your feelings and to really share yourself with somebody. You say you're ready for that. So the universe gives you the perfect partner, or the perfect romantic scenario that you've always wanted. And this is... I know it doesn't look like it, but this is getting that perfect romantic scenario. That's it. This is you meeting the whoever it is you're wanting to meet, and having the person you want to have. And actually, it's that having that person or finding that relationship or getting the engagement ring or whatever it is you've wanted, you have that now. And actually having that new situation challenges you to change things. It forces you to re-look at who you are, at the foundations of yourself, of how you express yourself, your identity in love, etc. It forces you to question. Having this forces you to question, okay, is this me? Is this what I want? Etc. etc. And it forces you also to fight for it, really. Let's look at this card, which clarifies it. Yes. Oh, excellent. So you obviously do it then. So you obviously do, as I said, for some of you, it might be that you get the person that you want or whatever, the thing that you want. And having the thing that you want challenges you. You know, we dive in deep with our emotions with Pisces season this month, and especially with Pisces, especially with Mercury retrograde in Pisces. We're looking back, we're thinking back, we're worrying about our past patterns when it comes to relationships and love, and we're thinking, you know, have I moved on? Have I, you know, am I stronger now than I used to be? You know, the answer to that question is yes. And if you don't feel like that now at the beginning of March, you should and will by the end of March. You come into some wisdom, some clarity, some understanding, some balance emotionally, because you know we've got 5 and 6 now. Even though this is the different, you know, that's wands and that's swords, this is your the sword energy is your consciousness, your thoughts, your mind, your clarity, your consciousness, your communication, what you say, what you think, what you allow yourself to say, and what you allow yourself to think and to accept. So this is saying that there's balance coming in that area. So even if we might be uncertain, we might not be sure if we are strong enough, if we are ready, you know, you are, you know, you're saying, right, I'm ready to leave this behind now. I'm over him or her, or, you know, I'm over that relationship, or, you know, I'm over protecting myself from those traumas. I'm over that now. I'm ready to go out for a relationship. And it seems that you actually encounter the thing that you want. Even though with the moon card here, we don't know what you want yet. I don't know what it is you want yet, really. You don't know what you're going to encounter. But whatever it is you do encounter, it forces you to re-look, if you will, closer, to refine yourself, and to really express and really what it is you want, and also to get that to eclipse out the things that you do want to eclipse out when it comes to your attitudes and the way that you are in your love and relationship situations. Okay, so it's very positive. It's looking like a very positive month. It is March for love for Leo. Okay, so this is the card, the love potential or the love lesson for the month of March. This is the clarifier. Okay, so we've got this energy here. So we've got the 5 of Pentacles. I've just had this for in the same position actually as a clarifier for one of my other readings, and a completely different word came to mind with their reading and a word that comes to mind in yours. The word here is comparison. You are, and it was something totally different in the other reading, I can't remember what it was, but you are down on yourself. You're spending too much time picking fault, finding fault with yourself. You're spending too much time, too much energy telling yourself almost that you're not good enough, you're not ready, you're not able, you're not strong enough, whatever it is you tell yourself. You're spending quite a lot of energy, it seems like in March, trying to convince yourself that you are not ready, or you're not able, or you're not good enough, for example. It's let's see what this energy is. It's interesting to see. Excellent. Thank the universe. Oh, I'm so happy that came up. But clearly you are. And I knew that anyway. The thing is, this has been a confusing month. February has been a confusing month. And I think, well, January and February have been confusing months, to be honest. And especially with the eclipse on the 5th of January. It's been a confusing sort of year. Energy's been a bit stagnant. We've sort of felt a little bit self-reflective and down on ourselves, really. Isolated, really, not being able to really get ourselves, pull ourselves up and say, okay, I can. But now you're ready to. Come March, you're ready to pull yourself up. You're like, right, okay, I'm ready to go for it. And for some reason you are, and obviously, it's been a hard month, whatever. For some reason you're questioning whether or not you can do this. You're looking back, Mercury goes retrograde in Pisces on the 5th. So probably around that time, on the 5th, it is the number 5, but probably around that time, you start to question, can I do this? Am I ready? Am I able? Am I good enough? The answer to that question is yes. And hopefully this month, and especially when we have the 5 of Wands there, it suggests that this month you're gonna learn to go through those questions and see for yourself that you have every right to be confident, that you have everything in your locker, everything in your ability that you need to have the life, the relationship, the commitments that you want. So don't feel disheartened or despondent. Go through it. Allow yourself to see and to recognize that that's how you're treating yourself, because that is part of, as I said, putting energy and effort into Pentacles energy and effort into what we were trying to manifest, putting energy and effort into saying to yourself, I'm no good, am I ready, am I this, am I that. Putting all that time and energy and effort into that is what helps you to see, yes, I am ready. Yes, I'm able to, it helps you to think clearly, to gain that clarity and to feel more confident. And you can feel confident. And you need to also, with the Queen of Wands, it suggests this idea of trusting our intuition, trusting what it is you're feeling. This is about feelings and really that second chakra, our sacral chakra, not feelings, not emotions, two different things. It's hard to explain that the physical feeling of wand energy, because wand energy affects us on a spiritual level, on an intuitive level, but it also affects us on an emotional level and a mental level, does wand energy. So it's quite hard to explain. I mean, I know how it feels to me now when I'm, sort of engaging with this energy, but it's very hard to explain that feeling. But just know that you need to trust your intuition. Now, I can't remember if I got that. Yeah, I've got it there, so I'll put it there. Okay, so this then is your challenge then. It's your challenge, and this is the clarifier. So let's have a look at the challenge for the month of March for you. Judgment. Yeah, I mean, no surprises here. Judgment, in a nutshell, is about exposure and revelations. So again, it's the same theme what I've just said, really. You're going to face actual situations, real life events this month that help you to see and understand more about yourself, help to reveal your vulnerabilities to yourself, not for other people to see. It's like you're coming into awareness and clarity in the month of March when it comes to your attitudes, your perspectives, your treatment of yourself in love relationships. You're coming into that knowledge this month. Okay, Judgment card is, some of you, this is linked to the month of, I can't remember if it was September or October. I did a post though, you can find it on my Instagram, darling, and I talked about, and it might be that this could indicate that this is you've been in a cycle. So maybe you were in a relationship, and then in September or October you broke up in that relationship. Now you're ready to move on from that relationship, and as I said, in the process of moving on, going out, getting dates, whatever it is you're doing, those situations that you encounter help you to see more about your true sort of vulnerabilities, or how you really truly feel at a level. It churns a lot of things up. It's what I'm feeling though is very grounded and very stable. So I think that these challenges or these things that you're going to face in the month of March in love and romance are actually going to help you to feel like this, confident. It's actually going to help you to feel balanced. It's actually going to help you to understand yourself more, relationships more. So it's a very positive energy. And actually, this is really this transformation. Yes, truth. This transformation, this change, this sudden change of energy from the 1st of March. You'll feel it from the 1st of March. I promise you that. regardless if it's been just since January or since September, October 2018, that you've been feeling sort of down on yourself, etc. You are going to, by the end of March, you are going to start feeling differently. Okay, I promise you that. And it's going to be an interesting month of things happening. And those things could be you watching a television programme and the couple on the television programme, I don't know, whatever, it's a drama, whatever, something happens to that couple in that television programme, and that reminds you of a feeling that you had in your relationship, but that is a moment of judgment and revelation for you because you start to make connections with what the type of things that you're telling yourself in your brain, for example. Or it could be that you go on loads of different dates, and the loads of different dates that you go on help you to understand where you've been feeling, etc. Could be it could be, do you know what I mean? It could be that you get engaged, so it's you are going to face situations. It might not be, as I said, it could be something on the TV or a song that you hear or whatever. Or it could be actual interactions with real people, in the world that help you to come into these realizations. But ultimately, the answer or the challenge is truth. It's about coming into this awareness can be challenging, but as I always say, truth leads to healing, truth leads to growth. So even if you don't want to share with your friends and family or whatever, everybody, I've learned about this about myself, you don't have to. This is about you understanding yourself emotionally, understanding yourself when it comes to love and relationships, past experiences, past mistakes, etc. It's going to be a really interesting month, as I said, of awareness for you. And I think that is always the most positive thing. The place that you want to be is learning, because that's about growth. That's about healing. You always want to be knowing about yourself. And, people don't spend enough time thinking, how do I feel today? And being honest with themselves with the answers. How do I feel about that? And being honest, people don't spend enough time doing that. Well, how do you expect to heal if you don't look at that part of your brain, or if you don't look at that part of your life, or if you don't look at that experience? How can you have stability? So this is what we all need. It's good. It's positive. I'm not chastising you. I know it sounds like it, but I'm actually really happy for you because I feel the strength that this is going to give you. I can feel it. I feel the strength that this is going to give you, okay? So we've got here advice or how to achieve balance. This is saying go for it, even if you feel unsteady, even if you feel unsure. You've just got to go through this month. You've got to, if you feel like acting, we've got two masculine energies here. We've got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. And again, as I said, Knights are about moving, taking action. This is you, it's fire, it's your energy. This is literally about you taking action to go in a direction that feels right. Even if you don't know why it feels right, you're just going to go for it. And I really feel like it's this, going for it, having these experiences, coming up against people, meeting people, or, having conversations with your friends. That could be one of the things. You have a conversation, and the conversation that you have with your friend leads you to, text you back to a thing that you felt in a relationship, blah, 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 whatever, yeah? So whatever the situation issues are, it's like you've got to be in it to win it. You've got to get out there to have the experiences, because it's the experiences that bring through the understanding, the clarity, the awareness. And it's the awareness, the understanding, the clarity that gives you stability. Okay? So, and look, that's your love lesson. Your love lesson is, this is your love lesson in this position. Your love lesson is stability and confidence. And the only way to get to stability and confidence for you guys this month is to actually get out there, to have the conversations, to allow yourself to be open with what you're experiencing, to allow yourself to be truthful about what you're thinking, how you're feeling, okay? Because that's true, even if it feels uncomfortable and stable, it's exciting though, as well with this card. But even if it feels uncomfortable and steady and blah, 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 whatever, by the end of the month, when Mars enters Gemini, you're going to be feeling like this, or you should hopefully be feeling like this, because you've gone through so much movement, energy in this reading this month. So hopefully, Leo, you might not be like you might be a little bit, oh God, I'm a bit short and nervous, but still do it, okay? Still go for it. Excellent reading. I really hope you like that reading. I enjoyed reading for you. If you like that reading, please give it a thumbs up. Obviously, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for notifications of my new uploads. Leave a comment as well, because I do read every single comment, and I do endeavour to respond to all of you, but I'll try my best to respond to all of you. If you like this video as well, make sure you share it. Feel free to share it on your Facebook, your Instagram, your WhatsApp, etc. if you think it might help someone in your life, friends, families. And don't forget, you can follow Key Wisdom Tarot on Instagram and Facebook. I do extra little bits about individual cards, inspiration, mindfulness, etc. Check out the Key Wisdom playlist, actually, for mindfulness, meditation, compassion videos. Don't forget, you can read the astrology below, and your bi-weekly general readings up to the 5th of March are still available to view on my channel right now. Finally, for those people that want personal readings, I will endeavour to do this video about personal readings, but you need to watch the video on personal readings. I will do it, I promise. I'm booked up pretty much anyway till April, but there's a couple. I'm still in February now. There's a couple of readings, a couple of spaces, but they'll probably be gone by end of day, so don't bother. But yeah, contact me if you want a personal reading. Okay, my darling Leo, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I enjoyed reading it for you. March looks like a really great month of clarity, of understanding, and of gonna give you some strength, which I just love, and some security. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that reading. Have a wonderful March, and I'll see you all again very soon with your next general bi-weekly reading. Take care, my darling Leos. Bye.